Hello YouTube, Mr. Undecided here, and continuing the discussion about Scottish independence. Actually, BBC ran an interesting article, and it's not clear for me what is the use of it and what is it's directed at. It has interesting information. I will go through it first, and then I will tell you my opinion about it. Scottish independence, Europeans with an eye on Edinburgh. This article is about different various regions in Europe. Regions, villages, sectors of parts of the countries that aspire for independence. We have to okay, I will go through it first because it's very interesting. I knew about some of them, but some is really completely new to me as well, so maybe you will find this interesting information. So they said a lot of Europeans have an eye on independence at Scotland, so they can follow suit. Okay, first is Catalonia, and this is Catalonian region in Spain. They have their own identity and culture, and they aspire for being independent, or at least the region in northeast Spain already enjoys a wide degree of autonomy, and they said there is some voices in Catalonians, or a few Catalans wanted full independence, but because of current Spanish economy, then this is not materializing, or these voices now is not as loud as it was. Spanish MB overwhelmingly rejected a request to hold the referendum earlier this year regarding and call it illegal to have a referendum for independence. So this is Catalonia. Sorry, this picture is a Catalonia one. Okay. Then there is the Basque region. Again, this is another region in Spain. Spain, Basque country. Again, has a large degree of autonomy, like Catalonia. It won more devolved powers. It has its own parliament, police force, control education.
We're in hell right now, gentlemen.
I'm sorry, just my reminder. Okay, so this is again second part. Basque nationalists are now biding their time, watching and waiting to see what's happened with the Catalan referendum. So Catalan are waiting for Scotland, Basque are waiting for Catalan. Okay. Then this is what I never heard about it before, which is Flanders. They said here potential for a breakaway state from Belgium lies in Flanders, Dutch-speaking northern part of the country, where they have been called for greater autonomy. They are French-speaking from the other French-speaking southern part. So this is interesting. Also the comment. Okay, and another one which I never heard about before as well, which is called Padania. Separatists in the north of Italy have long called for an independent state made up of several of the country's wealthiest and most populous northern regions, sometimes referred to collectively as Padania. Padania. Economic and Basque. So they are definitely richer. They have more of the industry and again the usual north-south separation and divide and prosperity. But I think this sometimes has also some culture and language point of view. So Gaviani says it is often pointed to Scotland and use the English word devolution to illustrate the case for more regional powers, although awareness of the Scottish referendum is not at present particularly widespread. So they are again keeping an eye on Scotland. Again, another region which I never heard of, which is Veneto. So Veneto, northern region of Venice, which Venice is a capital, own distinct movement for independence. Very interesting. So first two regions was two regions in Spain, one in Belgium, now Padania in Italy, and Veneto region from Italy again. So the second Italian region want independence. People could vote online via telephone and polling stations. They made the voting. Organizers declared yes, won with 89%. Let's read what is it. In March, a coalition of Venice, including President of the Veneto regional government, came together under the name of Veneto Independence to set up a referendum on independence. People could vote online via telephone or at polling stations. The organizers declared yes, won with 89% of 2.5 million votes cast. Nicolini says he finds it strange that the national government has not challenged this and is described as illegal since it goes against Article 5 of the Italian Constitution. So he's done the referendum, but again it is illegal, which is not like Scotland independence is definitely legal because it has been agreed between the UK government and the Scottish government, what is known as Edinburgh Agreement. So they said Scotland isn't really on their radar. Okay, so why is he listing them here? But it's okay. They say Scotland not on their radar. Brittany, northwest France. So again, this is another new region, want independence, this time in France. It has its own language, culture, cuisine, and flag. Has strong. So this is interesting flag. This is for the Brittany, French region. Breton, a Celtic language, and that's close to Cornish and Welsh. Historically scrolling politically the case. So another region want independence. Let's see what else. Corsica. Corsica is known as French. It has some autonomy. So challenge of French sovereignty has come from Corsica, a large island of about 330,000 people of the southeast coast of France. So Corsica has suffered more than 40 years of political violence. Extra powers for Corsica were narrowly rejected in 2003 referendum organized by French government. So Dr. Erwan Elias, a lecturer on European nationalism, asked if she thinks Corsicans are mindful of the Scottish referendum. She said that all European nationalist movements are keeping a close eye on Scotland. Okay, ethnic Hungarians living in Romania. That's interesting. So Hungarians in Romania want to get this part that they are living in independent, which is very interesting. There is a belief among many Hungarians that some western areas of what is now Romania are part of their historic homeland. So they want to take part of, so Hungarians living on part of Romania and want to get this part independent. Very interesting. So that's it. Interesting BBC article about eight different regions in the EU. That's keeping, some of them keeping interesting eye on Scottish referendum. Okay, out of the EU, for example, there's a Quebec region in Canada, which definitely they keep eye on the referendum. But I think key differentiators from all what is being mentioned here and Scotland, that Scotland is a country by its own rights and has been country for a long time. It is part of the UK, but this is as a union between different countries, Scotland, England, Wales and Northern Ireland. So like Scotland all the time being a country, its own flag, its own identity, its own culture, its own land. Comparing it with other regions and things, I think this is not fair. But again, they have the right to aspire to what they see they need and what's good for them as well. But just I wanted to highlight this point that I believe Scotland has its own special situation from its own right, being independent country, despite or being a country which own clear identity. Thank you guys. Apologies that this video ran longer than I wanted to. Just want to share this interesting article with you. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.